Hockey is certainly a major part of the Upper Peninsula with plenty of history, and in honor of Black History Month, Local 3's Rebecca Bartlemy has more about one African-American hockey player.
Known as a high-class sport at the beginning of the 20th century, in 1902, what was then called the Amphidrome was established in Houghton, helping create high school hockey in the Copper Country. Houghton, Calumet, and Hancock High Schools competed at the Amphidrome. The 1904 Hancock Central High School hockey team was a little unique in that one of their players was the first African-American to be on a high school hockey team.
I've tried to figure out where his family came from. It may have been related to mining. There was actually a group, a minister or churches in Nova Scotia that actually had a colored hockey league in the 1895 era. And there were several teams in cities in the Maritimes, and it was all black. It was all black teams. And that's really kind of the first record of kind of black hockey players, and it was called the Colored Hockey League. So he may have come from Atlantic Canada.
The player is known as Albert Black.
When I first saw this photo, it identifies as just black. So I always wondered at the time, is this because it is an African American, or is that his name? So I dug into the Daily Mining Gazette and found the story. His name is Albert Black.
Black played for 1 year for Hancock as a spare.
So it means he didn't play a lot, but he was on the team.
The 1904 Hancock Central High School hockey team was titled the Champions of Michigan that year as well.
There were no other high school teams in Michigan, so they were the local champion. They won. They beat Houghton for this championship that year, and there was no other high school teams in the rest of the state.
Not much competition.
And actually, I've seen it even written as that they're national champ because there were so few.
Not only is the team's picture displayed at the D Stadium in Houghton where the Amphidrome was, it can also be seen at the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame in Eveleth, Minnesota.
Many people come by and said, "Oh, there's a black hockey player," and I think on their drawing it identifies black. His name is Albert Black.
And since the time of the Colored Hockey League in the 1890s era, more African-American hockey players have participated in the sport.
There was one or two, as I started digging around, there was a black hockey player in southern Ontario, in the Woodstock area. And then there was another player that played for during the First World War for a team. Probably the first star out of a black player in Canada was a fellow named Herb Carnegie. He had a tryout with the New York Rangers in the 1940s. He didn't make the team, and he played in Toronto, he played in Northern Ontario. But the first black player to make it to the NHL was a fellow named Willie O'Ree, and he played for the Boston Bruins.
Rebecca Bartlemy, Local 3 News.